Hi guys, it's me. I'm not dead. Yay. Though I honestly want to be dead right now because my life sucks. So, I haven't posted in probably 3 months minus that video about Roblox. Which I'm probably going to take down, honestly. I know probably, some of you guys probably thought I was dead, but here I am. I'm alive. And this thing that looks like a blanket, but it's not. It's comfy, so I wear it. Anyways. A lot of things have been going on lately, which has caused me not to post. I've tried to film this video separate days, but I just break down crying, and I took some medicine to calm me down, because I have that, because apparently if I don't, that my doctor thinks I'll go crazy, so she just, yeah. So I took some medicine to calm me down, and I'm ready to film this video. Well, I'm not ready, but still. Have to film sometimes to explain why. So, the reason I haven't really been posting at all. Sorry if I just keep looking down. It's just something I do when I'm nervous. But, the reason I haven't been posting was because my dad passed away. Well, my stepdad passed away, but he was like father to me because my biological dad isn't in my life anymore. That's a different story for another video that I'm probably gonna make, because he knows my channel and he won't talk to me. So if he sees that video, then maybe he'll talk to me. I'm not trying to make, I just want to put this out there that I'm not trying to make this video for, like, just for sympathy and attention, because honestly that's the last thing I want right now. I just want to be alone right now. So this whole ordeal basically started about a year ago. He got cancer in his kidneys. Yeah, his kidneys. It was like a cancer tumor. So they got the tumor out, and he continued doing chemo just to kill off the other cancers. They thought that they got it all, but they didn't. When he was in remission about a year later, so January, he was in remission. He had been in remission for about 3 months before that. And then I was at a friend's house, so this was January. I was at a friend's house, and my mom called me saying that we had needed to get down to the hospital because my dad called her. Now previously he was in the hospital for about a month because he just felt sick, and the doctors didn't think much of it, which he was at St. Luke's, right? St. V's. They did just like treatments on him, not like chemo treatments, just like treatments to try to get rid of the sickness, but what they ended up doing was killing off all the good bacteria in his body, leaving the bad bacteria. This gets me mad because if they didn't do that, he might have still been alive. He might still be alive, at least for a little bit longer. I need to calm down. So, my mom picked me up from my friend's house, and one second, my dog's being bad. Sorry, my dog was being bad. He was getting into stuff. And don't mind the dirty dishes in the background. So my mom picked me up and we went to St. Luke's. He transferred to a different hospital because St. V's wasn't helping. So he just went to a different hospital. He left without even being discharged. That's how much he didn't really. He's done that before, actually. But then we got to the hospital, and he told us that he had cancer in his lungs and kidneys and his small intestines. And there was nothing they could do. He was already 2 weeks from the chemo before this, so there was nothing he could do. They just stupid dog. I'm sorry, guys. My dog's being stupid. He's trying to get to the food. Basically all they could do was put him in hospice or palliative care, which is just care from home. So he chose the palliative care. And he went home the day after. And then that night he had to go back to the hospital because he couldn't breathe. His hands and feet felt like they were on fire. And his hands started turning blue, apparently. I wasn't there. His sister took him to the hospital. So we got a phone call from his sister saying that we needed to get down to the hospital. And that it was very important. So we went. He was in ICU, which stands for intensive care unit, I think. He was so weak, he could barely talk. I don't know what was wrong with him. The nurses, the doctors didn't know what was wrong. And by the end of the night, his vitals just kept dropping. And there was nothing they could do. So they sedated him. They had to put a tube down his throat and sedate him. And the next day, February 2nd, around 2:30, he passed away. He passed away. That was probably the hardest day of my life, the worst day of my life. You always feel like your parents are gonna be with you until you die, and they're never gonna leave you. I don't know I didn't know how to process it. I felt alone, even though there were tons of people around me, his family, my mom, but I just felt alone. And after that, I just spiraled into depression. I locked myself in my room. When we got home, the whole night, I locked myself in my room, refusing to eat or to come out. I only came out to use the bathroom. And then everything went wrong in my life. Things are still going wrong. He had a fish, so I ended up taking that fish home. And then a week later, he died. The fish died, and I had a very emotional attachment to the fish because it felt like basically the only thing I had from my dad other than a bracelet. But it's not like, I don't know. I felt like it was my fault that it died. And then the next day, my other fish died. And then a couple days after that, my boyfriend broke up with me. And then yesterday my hamster died. So as you can imagine, this past couple of months have been just atrocious for me. So if I don't post, that's why. I'm probably not gonna post a lot still. But I'm going to therapy, and so I should be okay soon. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.